Welcome to Juliet's Journeys. Who are you taking advice from? Whoever you're taking advice from, remember this. They're not the one paying the consequences for the advice that they give. You are. If you had a trusted friend, confidant, companion, some form of advisor for quite some time, and you've always trusted them, put your faith in them, stop. This is your channeled message. As you are growing and changing, the people around you have to as well to keep up. Otherwise, you're growing and changing, but you're getting advice from a past person in a past version that no longer pertains to your life. And stop caring what other people think. This is your life. This current life is the only one you have at this time, in this moment. I'm not saying that there aren't other timelines and that there's not a whole bunch of esoteric and metaphysical things going on. Someone may have medical situations because that came through very crisp and clearly, so I'm going to acknowledge that. But that is not a reason for you to stop. You continue. You keep going. You keep growing. You keep changing. And you trust yourself. You were given the innate ability of intuition, of inner knowing. Why the hell are you trusting everybody else before yourself? You have to build your confidence. So what if you trust yourself and you make a mistake? You've done that a million times. We all have. So what? You learned from it. And if not, then you didn't pay attention to the lesson. I'm adamant about this. I am passionate about this. Having come from a place where I have lived for everyone else my entire life, it needs to stop. It will destroy us. It will destroy you. Take the chance. Take the chance of being rejected, but take the chance. Because you do not have that person in your life right now because you're afraid or because someone's advising you that it's not a good idea. What if you say the words and the answer is yes, and you get that person in your life? 50-50 shot, right? Like, what are your odds? Even a 1% is still a chance. But isn't the not knowing and the wasting time worse? What if you get rejected? Then you know, move on. So what? It hurts. Deal with it. What if you take the chance and you don't get rejected? Look at how much time you wasted. This is for so many people, I can feel it. That's why it's so passionate. I think there's quite a few of us, me included, I've done this, that have not known what to do, so we asked someone else, and when we took their advice, and it was bad advice. Why was it bad advice? Because it was some way, shape, or form benefiting them. It was manipulation. Sometimes it was straight out deceit and betrayal. Other times it was just their shitty piece of shit opinion that they were talking out their ass. They didn't know, so they made something up, and you listened to it and you acted upon someone's shit advice. And you know it. And now you're asking that person for more advice? Or are you asking someone else with even worse advice? If it's not your advice, it's crap. I'm not saying we don't bounce ideas off each other. I'm not saying that we don't have discussions with one another, because we do. But ultimately, you take into consideration everything that everyone said and then look to see who's going to benefit from it. Are you? We can have win-win situations. But just make sure you're knowing who's winning what, or who's winning more. The answers are always within. Sometimes we just don't like them, or it's clouded by fear because we're too concerned with what other people think. Is that any way to live? You're going to live your life because you're afraid? So you're never going to take the chance. So then you're going to lose out on that destined gift that was meant for you. Because we have free will. You worked your ass off to manifest that. The divine's handing it to you because you believed in it so strongly. And then you're going to take poor advice and be like, nope, I'm not going to do that. This could be your divine counterpart. The unconditional, deep soul love that you've always wanted. And you're not doing anything about it because of chaos, drama, and fear, or the advice of some crusty old fart that isn't even in the current time of things, or the threats and drama from whatever baby daddy, baby mama you got going on. So you're letting some baby daddy, baby mama that wasn't healthy for you to begin with. Let's just put the intention that the children involved got the best parts of both the mama and the daddy. Let's just do that. Let's just set that intention that those children involved or child got all the goodness of the mommy and the daddy, because people have goodness in them. Some people it's really hard to see and it's just a sliver or a speck, but it's still there. It's just covered up by all the bullshit. Are you going to let them control your life like you have been? If this is your one shot, this is your one chance, your one life, are you going to take it? This could be the business deal that you've been working your ass off and grinding for, efforting for. This could be the business deal that you've been staying up late at night. You've been missing your kids' sports, your kids' dance recitals, your whatever. You've missed all that for this one opportunity, and you're going to pass it up because of someone else's drama, chaos, or fear. Well, fine, do that then. Let me know how it works out for you. I'm going to the top. I'm bringing people with me, but I'm not reaching down to the depths of hell to get them. And the depths of hell is exactly where you're going to be if you keep doing what other people are telling you. You know what the right thing is. You know what you want. Go for it. That business deal, that vacation, I don't care if it's buying a pair of damn socks. Get the soft, fuzzy, cushy ones. This message came on hard and fast, so I know it's meant to be. It is difficult to get to a space where we don't care what other people think because we've been so conditioned to keep up with the Joneses and to worry about what other people think and to be people pleasers. But you are never going to be free if you're worried about what other people think. If you care about and I'm not taking into consideration how things are going to affect if there's children involved, whether it's a business deal, a career move, a physical relocation, whether it is leaving that relationship or starting a new one, whether it's buying whatever freaking type of water, distilled or purified, maybe spring water, who the fuck knows? Do we need to take into consideration other people involved, especially when they're children or if they're loved ones? Sure. But don't let them be your decision maker. True story. I work in retail. There was this mom that came in with this girl. This girl was like barely even talking. I'm talking toddler, 2.5 or 3. And her mom's like, do you want this or this? And this girl's running up and down this store, grabbing shirts and pants and everything off the little shelves that I just folded, by the way, and put in nice, perfect little piles. And she can't read. She doesn't know what size she's grabbing. She's like a 2 or a 3T, and she's grabbing 6 and 7s. These aren't gonna fit her. And then her mom's like, are you sure that's the one you want? When the hell did we start letting toddlers make decisions like that? Like, can she pick a shirt if she likes it? Absolutely, but you have to pick out her size. You're gonna put a toddler who's probably wearing a 2T, 3T just to be on the safe side, because you know they grow fast, so we always size up. And you're gonna let them wear a size 6. It's 3 sizes too big for them. Eventually they'll grow into it, yeah, but their shirt will be all raggedy and tore up by the time they do. You're gonna let them wear that? Or are you gonna come back next year and buy them more? Are you gonna let them pick them out again when their t-shirt looks like a dress? I'm not saying that this child didn't know what it wanted. At the age of 2 or 3, well, you know, hit or miss. I'm sure they have preferences. But who is running the frickin' show here? Who's driving the boat? I'm not saying that I have any right to be judging anyone on how to parent. This was just an analogy. If she wants to raise her child to be able to make independent decisions like that, by all means. Absolutely. No issue with that. The issue comes when you have to step in at some point to get the size right. Or how about when they answer for their kids? Oh, she says that she likes this one. Oh, like that's her favorite color. Oh no, she doesn't prefer that. How the hell do you know? If they're not talking yet, if you're in that, have a little baby in its little infant stroller, oh no, she doesn't like that. That baby can't tell. Would you read in its mind? Does that baby telepathically? Maybe. I mean, anything's possible. There is telepathy. We all know this. I mean, look at the records for the government. We know this is true. Okay, that's a whole different topic. Look at the whole distant viewing thing. Google it. There's a time and a place when decisions need to be made. And when you're a child and you're not have the full capability or cognitive ability to make proper, healthy, safe decisions for yourself, you need someone to make them for you. But when you're a grown-ass adult and you're still taking advice and letting other people decide for you and make decisions for you, this is your life, not theirs. How are they benefiting from it? If you're growing and changing and you're up in your game and you're having your awakening and you're leveling up and you're getting enlightened, which we always already are, we just don't know it, and you're still asking questions from the same old crusty, I'm not saying that people that are old are crusty. I'm saying that if they're not growing with you, you're getting bad advice. You're getting old, wore out, tore up advice. You know in your heart, in your soul, what the right decision is. Do that. For God's sakes, half of you got the answer in meditation. Now you're just second guessing it. Oh, did I make that up in my head? Well, it did appear in your head, in your thoughts, but left brain or right brain? The logical ones or the intuition ones? I had this conversation before. Intuition and patterns and that infinite knowing is right brained. Logic and ego is left brain. I'm not saying logic's bad. Logic is when you have other people involved like children and you have to take that into consideration. That's logic. Intuition is when you know the answer. And ego is when fear steps in and totally hands your ass to you. Know the difference. I'm off my soapbox now. I don't know exactly who needed to hear that. It feels like a bunch of people. All right, benevolence, divine. Okay, for those of you that know that I do tarot, I never do reverse because we can get enough from the uprights. Judgment. The Judgment card. It's a 20, it's a 2. 8 of Cups. You got to know when to walk away. I say judgment, but also use discernment. Use discernment and know when to walk away. This is right at the edge of everything you wanted, but you got to give something up. 7 of Swords. Someone's in some drama. Okay, you got a baby mama or a baby daddy that is giving you so much freaking chaos that or it doesn't even need to be it could just be an ex or a soon-to-be ex or someone you want to be your ex that is not letting you go. They're going to suck you right up. Oh my gosh. See that? You're the cow. I love that. Oh, I love this. Okay, I didn't see this. Let me read the card, not just what it is. You got something growing here. You grow through this. You planted the seed. You manifested your divine counterpart. You manifested your entrepreneurial business. Like this thing that you wanted so desperately. You manifested it. You planted the seed. The tree grew. Look at how beautiful that tree is. And look at what you got at the top. Okay? That's your victory. Take it. Oh, 3-3. Stars, 3-3. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is infinity. She's walking away from something. She's had enough. 3-3. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's way too many. Get out of your head. Get into your heart. Logic, left brain. Also ego. Intuition, right brain. You're going to keep getting the same thing if you keep doing the same thing. It's insanity. That's the definition. Doing the same thing and expecting different results. Pull your head out of your ass, get the shit right. Anymore. I'm telling you this with love. I really am. I don't know why I'm just feeling so passionate. Some part of you has to die. The part of you that gives a fuck what other people think. That part has to die. The one that you're allowing to control you because he or she is a drama king or queen, causing chaos in your life, that part has to die. There has to be a death, ego death. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is charging in. You're going to have a victory. There's a message. You'll get the message. Get the message from your inner self, from your higher self, from, I don't care, your aliens, your angels, your God, your super beingness. Whatever divine benevolence you get your messages from, listen to that one. Not the people around, because people have investment in whatever decision you make. How is it going to benefit them? How is it going to hinder you? I said what I said. Get your shit right. You don't have what you want right now because you're listening to bad advice. You know the answer. You got a 50-50 shot. Ask him out. Ask her out. Let him know you're interested. Take that deal. Read the contract. Put your attention on what you want, not what you don't want. For God's sakes, the cards even proved it. The channeled message I got, you manifested this. And now you're just going to give it up because of someone else? Because what, they're threatening you? What can they do to you that already hasn't been done? What more can you lose? So give it to them freely. I walked away with almost $80,000 on the table. I walked away from it. That's how much my freedom cost. It was worth every fucking penny. Stop putting so much into the materialistic. Like, do people want to be stable financially before they get involved in things? Whether it's a business deal or a partnership, yeah, absolutely. But you know what? We still count on each other. Or at least we should be able to. We should be able to rely on one another. And again, with the codependency, we depend on each other. We do. No shame in that. Attachment, however, is something totally different. That's not love. And that's not reliance. That's attachment. Huge difference. We'll get into that topic at some point in time. One last time. You manifested this. You wanted it. It was your heart and soul desire. And now you're just leaving it on the table. For what? For who? Why? How do they benefit from it? What are you losing? You're losing your destiny. You're losing the manifestation that the divine wants you to have, is giving it to you, handing it right to you, and you're about to walk away from it. Do what you want. It's free will.